Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about the Capricorn Ascendant. So if you're a Capricorn Ascendant, then this is the video to watch. I have made videos about other ascendants, so you should check those out as well if you are any of those other Ascendant. Sorry. So anyway, let's see here. So we have Capricorn Ascendant. So before I get into all this stuff, I'd just like to let you guys know that I'm a Vedic astrologer. I do Vedic astrology readings, and I have a lot of stuff for sale right now, so go check that out. Also, I have my astrology certification course, as well as astrology readings, career readings, relationship readings, and birth time rectification. So go check those out. Alrighty, then we have Capricorn Ascendant. So, Capricorn Ascendant. So, well, it's important to know what the Ascendant is and what it means. So, the Ascendant is the sign, the Rashi, the sign that was rising above the horizon as you were born. So as the Earth rotates, the sign actually comes up in the east, and that is what we call your Ascendant. So that changes every 2 hours. Unlike the sun sign. So, in Western astrology, they'll typically use the sun sign as an indicator of your personality. However, this is one indicator of your personality and not the whole thing. You have your Ascendant is the most important, followed by your moon sign, which is the second most important. Because this is like, your Ascendant is basically the essence of who you are, and then your moon sign is how you think. So, those are very important. So, let's see here. So we have, Capricorn Ascendant means that Capricorn was a sign that was rising in the east at the time of your birth. Alright, now Capricorn. What is Capricorn? Capricorn people are very structured, very disciplined, very goal-oriented, like very business-minded, very strict, disciplinarian. It's hard work. Saturn is in charge of Capricorn. So Capricorn is all about, you could see shrewdness from this position. You could see, like wiseness, knowing how to really excel in business and things like that. So anyway, so Capricorn being the Ascendant, Saturn's position is going to be really important for you to look at to understand your first house better, or your Ascendant better. In Vedic astrology, we call the Ascendant or the rising sign the Lagna. So that's, you have a Capricorn Lagna. So then we have your second house, which is Aquarius. So Aquarius behaves somewhat like Cancer. Let's talk about your second house. Your second house, Aquarius in the second, Second house means it's like your savings, it's your inheritance, your family. A lot of times family can be seen through the second house, and it is like inheritances, long-term savings, life savings, things like that. Basically your accumulated wealth, and that can, you'll have a lot of gains. Like you'll have a strong income. However, it's your savings, it shows that your savings are kind of waxing and waning. You might need a financial advisor or a guru or teacher, something like that, to kind of stabilize that. So then you have Aquarius here. So Aquarius is the water bearer, and in Vedic astrology, it's represented by the symbol of a pot, an empty pot, and it's basically, it is a water, it is an air sign. A lot of people think that Aquarius is a water sign, but it's not. It's an air sign. Alright, so again, you're going to look at like more in-depth information on the second house. You'll have to look at where your Saturn is placed, and then we have to get more information on that. And then we have Pisces in the third house. So what is the third house? Third house is communication. It's basically like your siblings, it's your intellect, your communication, your smarts. It is it shows like this is the house of courage, so that's another thing. So Pisces in the third house. So what does this mean? Well, it means that you have a propensity to kind of let your communication wander. Like you'll be one to talk ad nauseum and like not have much to just say things for the sake of saying things and things like that. So it also means that you would be good with foreign languages. Pisces is foreign. Things that are foreign. And we have the third house, which is communication, foreign languages. So I would highly recommend you look at your Jupiter placement for this and see where it's placed. Is it in a good place, or is it in a bad place? And hey, even the planets that are in the bad places, they have a lesson to teach you. So the quicker you learn that lesson, the more, they'll just give you good things. So then we have Aries in the fourth house. Aries in the fourth house, this means that your mother will be a warrior. Which can not, that's not too positive. Yeah, both your second house and fourth house don't indicate a good mother. So second house Aquarius, that means that your mother is going to be detached and aloof. She's going to be more into the, I don't know, just like analytical and critical things. She'll be kind of critical of you, shows that. And as far as the fourth house, Aries in the fourth, makes her a hothead. Makes her, you might have a lot of arguments with your mom. And if it's, you would have to look at where your Aries is placed and your moon is placed. But if these two get, too heated, it can be a physical altercation. So it does have the propensity to be violent and physical. Maybe abusive, maybe, if it's not physically abusive, it might be emotionally or mentally abusive. So there's that. Just like things to watch out for, or by the time you're watching this video, you'll probably agree with me. Or it's just part of life, something that you have to learn from, and I'm going through the same thing. So yeah, anyway, so then we have Taurus in the fifth house. Taurus in the fifth. So fifth house is the house of your sex life, the house of pleasure, play, fun, enjoyment, sex, children, making children. This is the house of your children as well. So Taurus, that means that you... That's a good one. That's... Taurus is indulgent. Taurus wants to indulge in the material world. Taurus wants to indulge in sex and gratification that way, and things like that. So Taurus in the fifth house. Excuse me. Taurus in the fifth house. There's going to be a strong pull towards material pleasures and things like that. Accumulating wealth and having fun, enjoying materialistic pleasures. That's what's going to basically, that's what's going to give you happiness and joy. So vacations, luxury items, all the nice things in this world. And then we have Gemini in the sixth house. Oh yeah, so for Taurus, if you want more information on that, check out where your Venus is placed. And for Gemini in the sixth house, so you would check out where your Mercury is placed. So we have Gemini in the sixth, and the sixth house is the house of your daily work, the house of your daily habits, daily routines, the house of your fitness, your health and things like that. So your health, your fitness, things like that. Also your diet. So your diet can be seen from the 6th house. So this means that you're going to have a very, you might have like a work routine that revolves around communication and intellect, maybe sending like emails and texts. So that's going to be part of your daily routine, is like communication, short-term travel, like short distance travel. The intellect, using your intellect to kind of discern what's going on, discern, like for example, using your intellect in, let's say, legal profession or business or something like that. It's like knowing the laws, knowing what you can and can't do, like using your intellect in that capacity. Then we have Cancer in the 7th. So we have Cancer in the 7th, and what that is 7th house represents your partner, your marriage partner, your spouse, and Cancer represents someone who is very emotional, very loving, nurturing, caring. There's also an ornery side to Aquarius. There's also an ornery side. So, like, they can be kind of stubborn and kind of a little bit mean. Like, they have a shell, they have a defense. So, Cancer in the 7th, in the 7th. I think that's a great, placement for 7th house. Because you have you as being more serious, more business-minded. Your Cancer companion or spouse. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Alright, guys. So, as I was saying, you're more business-minded. You're more serious. So your Cancer companion will be more like lighthearted and playful, emotional, and things like that, like bringing that other component to it. So, alright, then so if you want to learn more about your Cancer in the 7th house, look at your moon placement. And then we have Virgo in what is it called? Leo in the 8th house. So Leo in the 8th house. The 8th house represents your in-laws, represents your shared finances, joint investments, things like that. And that is Leo. So that shows a good return. It's a pretty good sign to be there. You wouldn't want Scorpio there, that's for sure. That represents like ups and downs and things like that. But Leo is more about the government and about things like that. So it's about that kind of stuff. So I'd look at your sun placement to learn more about the 8th house. And let me just pause this again. Alright, guys. And then we have we have Virgo in the 9th house. So 9th house is the house of teaching. It's the house of your gurus, your teachers. It's the house of education, especially higher education, religion, philosophy, higher education, spirituality, and things like that. So it shows, you want to there's a strong desire to make logical sense out of spirituality. Like you're a very left brain person. That means you're very logical. You're very pragmatic, practical, things like that. And so you want to make sense out of spirituality and kind of have it as, you want to discover the reasons behind doing spiritual practices instead of just jumping into them and figuring it out for yourself. And just kind of taking a step in faith. And that's okay, So for more information on this Virgo placement, check out where your Mercury is placed. And then we have Libra in the 10th house. So yeah, this is an interesting one. Kind of shows that you have an artistic side. You like to be the peacemaker, the diplomat, the someone who brings balance and harmony to your work, whatever that work is. And so you bring balance and harmony with your work, and you could work in art or any kind of creative thing, creativity, having some kind of a artistic profession. So then you have, so if you wanted to learn more about your 10th house, look at your Venus placement. And then we have Scorpio on the 11th. This shows just a kind of flexibility, or it's just like ups and downs in your income. So there's periods where you may go without work. There's periods where you may go with just making minimum wage. And then there's periods probably later in life where you make a lot of money. So, but it does just show this inconsistency in your income. The ups and downs, changing jobs frequently, ups and downs, being like that Libra in the 10th house, you may be an artist or something like that. Well, artists don't tend to get paid much, but they do live fulfilling lives because they're doing what they're passionate about. So, just saying, you might have you might just have issues with your income. That's all I'm saying. But in order to determine the quality of your 11th house, look at your Mars placement. Alright, and then we have Sagittarius in the 12th house. So this makes you a very spiritual person, and it makes you very just very kind of approaching spirituality with the rigidness or discipline and structure that the 9th house has. That Sagittarius has. Sagittarius is all about religion, spirituality, higher education, teachers, gurus. So that's in your 12th house, the house of foreign travel, and the house of spirituality, foreign places, isolated places, things like that. And you may have to travel a long way to meet your guru. Just saying, like, Sagittarius is the house of the sign of the guru in the house of foreign travel, long distance travel. So you shall meet your guru in, when you go travel. So go take spiritual pilgrimages and you'll meet them. And, eventually you'll meet them. So, alright, so that does it for me for this one. Let me see how we are on time. Alright, so yeah, that's about it for me, guys. And if you're interested in anything that I have to offer, you can go to GeboTheShaman.com. Alright? And so if you're interested in any of my Vedic astrology stuff, services and courses, you can check them all out at GeboTheShaman.com. Alright, so like I said, I do have an astrology certification course. That course comes with a website where you can, you'll have to pass my test to show your competency and understanding, but once you do, you'll be given your own Vedic astrology website, so that way you can refer your clients there and start making some money. Alright, so we have our astrology readings and consultations. So I do a career reading, relationship reading, and just general standard reading. And even though it's just called a standard reading, it includes so much stuff. It's like very helpful. I haven't had a bad review yet, so all my clients really enjoy that. So highly recommend checking it out. Alright, then we have the birth time rectifications. So if you don't know your birth time to the exact minute, then I would highly recommend you get a birth time rectification, because birth time rectifications, that they're great for people who don't have a birth time or don't know their birth time. So it's very important to get an accurate astrology reading when you don't have a birth time. So anyway, then we have rune readings, and those are my 9 world rune readings, which basically take into account for every single area of your life, from like your relationships to your hopes and dreams, your identity, your subconscious and unconscious, the actions that you need to take, your relationships with others, and your physical body, and the advice that you'll be receiving from your higher self or from the Ascended Masters. Alright, so check that out as well if you're interested in that. And then we have the career coaching and life coaching, so if you're interested in that, the career coaching is great for just personal session with me, and it's a personal session where we can walk through what exactly you want to do for a career, because a lot of people are operating in their shame and in their insecurity when it comes to their careers and things like that, because a lot of people are insecure about their careers. They think that they have to, You might be thinking that you have to go and work a 9 to 5 and then save up, and then after 65 or 70 years of doing the same thing, you can finally retire and go do what you want to do. Well, the laws of the universe are that you go out and do what you want to do, and then the universe will support you in that. So, alright, and then we have the Trauma Healing course, also known as the Emotional Awareness course, and then we have the Distance Energy Healing session with me. That's a great session with me because we really dive into the healing process of healing the emotions. And so 99% of all physical illnesses and things like that are the result of, in my opinion, emotional imbalance. Emotional, trapped emotions, things like that. So, anyway, how do we heal the trapped emotions? Well, we do something called Qigong. So, Qigong will help the emotions flow and help your energy flow. So, go check those out as well. Those are great programs that will realign your energies and make you feel better and do better. So, anyway, guys, that's about it for me. So if you're interested in anything that I have to offer, you can go to GeboTheShaman.com. Alright? And yeah, so that's it for me. We will talk to you next time. Peace.